We're back after about a month break. Expanding Sports and Stuff podcast to not just Arizona. We're gonna go. I don't know if you can call it nationally. I guess it's more regional West Coast vibes. I don't know, but
Yeah.
we have one of the top guards in the state of Nevada, Jello Kambala from Liberty High School. Don't get it twisted. It is not the Liberty High School in Arizona. It is in Henderson, Nevada, one of the top teams out on that side of the country. Appreciate you coming on, man. How's your week been? How you doing?
I'm doing good. I really appreciate it for the invite coming to do this as well. My week's been good, kind of wrapping up our season. Didn't end as I wanted it to, but to end my high school career, it's been great.
Yeah, we're definitely going to get into that right now, I'd say. So you play, like we said, for Liberty High School. For people that might not be familiar with it, you guys play the likes of Bishop Gorman, um, Durango. Is it Coronado? That's the other one,
Yeah,
right?
or not the other one. Yeah,
Some very tough teams. I saw your guys' schedule. You played a lot of tough talent as
yeah,
well, not just on like a state schedule. You guys are more on a, I guess, like West Coast schedule. I saw you
yeah.
guys played
We're like
Sherman, Notre Dame from Sherman Oaks. Talk to me how you felt your season went, and give us some highlights about just some good things and big things you guys did.
I would definitely say that our team was majority very young this year, with only having 3 seniors and then some juniors as well. So season overall, I think we did a lot. We did a lot better than a lot of people expected for our team being so young. And just like some of the games, like you were saying, not necessarily nationally, but all in up and down the West Coast, playing Notre Dame. Who else did we play? Harvard Westlake, giving them one of their first losses in the season for them being
Rainer
a top
Beach.
25. Yeah, Rainier Beach, Gorman, as you said. We played so many teams. We played Kell from Georgia in the Tart Classic. Played a lot of teams, but it really helped us and set us up for the regular season. And then regular season, we did our thing, and then we cut it short, lost in the state championship game by 5. But sometimes that's just how it is. The ball wasn't going our way.
Yeah, I feel like even making it to the state championship with tough teams like that. I don't know how your guys' school district works, but I know like Bishop Gorman at least looks like a university.
Yeah, no,
It seems like.
their school is huge.
But yeah, like so I got your schedule up right now. Went on a little Utah road trip, first 4 games of the season, Corner Canyon, Orem, Cypress, and American Fork. Went 500 on that stretch.
Yeah,
And then made the trip out. Oh no, you guys played home against Rancho Christian.
yeah.
Which there's a kid on that team. I think it's oh
Kevin.
what yeah, Kevin.
Yeah, yeah,
I know he's really good. He was out here, I think,
yeah,
last
yeah,
year. But yeah, beat Durango by 12, who I know you guys played in the state championship. Yeah,
yeah,
a big 20+ point win against Rainier Beach, a short loss against Coronado, beat Canyon out of Anaheim, and then beat Notre Dame by 4. And a lot of people will probably know Notre Dame has 3 of the top 100 prospects in a lot of classes with Caleb
yeah.
Foster, um, Dusty. What's his last name again?
Stromer.
Stromer, and then I know
Yeah.
Mercy Miller is there too. I want to focus on that game for a second. Take me kind of through what you guys were feeling. I guess there's been a lot of hype around that team. I know a lot of the year because I feel like the TikTok fame of Dusty and like the YouTube stuff with Nick in the cut. But I mean, Caleb going to Duke, Dusty going to Gonzaga. I know Mercy's a top prospect too, but like, what were you guys talking about like leading up to it? What were kind of the feelings walking into the gym that day to play a tough team like that?
So in the summer, we played them in Section 7 in Arizona, and
Yeah,
so we played them in the semifinals to go against Bishop Gorman that for the next game, but we lost them by like I think like 6. So when we were at the Damien Classic, we were just kind of thinking about like for us, we have nothing to lose. To them, they have everything to lose. So just
right.
play like for tomorrow, and then just like we had our game plans, everyone like marking their man, just do your thing, and just as long as we all play like to the best of our abilities and you do the best thing that you can do, just it's just up in the air. And then luckily we got a lot of good breaks. I was shooting good. Andre Porter, one of our juniors, was doing really well, and so was DJ Thomas. Everyone was just playing our games. So then we got the win. We pulled it out. So that was the blessing.
I went back and looked at some film of your Section 7 run, and it seemed like you were just torching everybody from wherever you wanted, at least in the highlights I saw. Um, I just found out about it pretty much as it was happening, and unfortunately I was working, or else I would have been there.
Yeah, no,
Um,
that win is crazy.
I don't know if like you can give me some memories of it. In my opinion, watching especially your stuff, and I know they got music playing in the background, it seems like my park in real life with how many courts they got
Like,
going on and
it
stuff.
was it was it's seriously like I think it's like 20 some courts, and it's just like everywhere you look it's basketball, and it was like the
Mhm.
greatest part. And then like my favorite thing was like there's courts on the right side, courts on the left side, and like in the middle there's two main courts, and there's a set of bleachers on one side, so it's like you could pay extra to get like down there and watch it. And like that's where like majority of the college coaches were, so it really gave like a it gave like how you said, like a my park vibe, or like just like a really like intense high school game, like packed gym. Like that's what it felt like. And with the music playing and everyone there, it was really fun.
Was that where you say some of your recruitment picked up? Did that help at all? I know I'm sure you probably had a bit more offers in your junior year and leading up, but did that help at all from other schools you probably wouldn't have thought of reach out to you?
Yeah, I would say so. Because there's obviously like with AAU going on, there's only so many like live sessions,
Right.
and like how many coaches can get to each event. But like definitely for like the West Coast schools, like everyone was there from Gonzaga, Texas, Houston. Everyone was out there, and I picked up a Weber offer when after the Notre Dame game. I picked up a Weber offer at Section 7. So I would say yes and no, like kind of like it boosted it a little bit, but then I was also like a lot of the schools that I was already talking to also came out to watch me, so it was good.
What things did you focus on most throughout the year? I saw kind of your stats. You were telling me before we recorded. It's kind of hard with max preps, but I did
Yeah.
see it kind of fluctuates. But I did see a jump. You average about like 12 a game and a couple assists, couple of rebounds. And then you made the jump this year, taking over more of that captain leadership role, but also averaging 17 points a game, having multiple 20 plus point performances. What did you focus on throughout the year to kind of continue to progress and become that better player that we hope to see at Utah Tech, which we'll get into in a second too?
This year I took more of like my mental and more of like my physical game. Like mentally, just always being like more positive, just on to the next one, but not really like downplaying myself, or like if I throw a turnover, more like get the ball back for a team, not like downplay on it and take 3 plays to like
Mhm.
get back into it. And then like physically just getting my body right. If I knew I was kind of bigger than the other person or more like stronger, use my body and just get my team going and get me going.
You looked at as probably one of the definitely the quickest and shiftiest guards in the state, probably in that echelon of top guards with like John Mobley, and I know a couple of other guys too. You bring lots of energy and effort, along with that knockdown jumper we talked about with Section 7, from the outside three. And from the tape I saw, you got a quick first step to where if you're trying to collect, you're on go immediately
Yeah.
sometimes. Um, what do you hope to bring to Utah Tech in your college career starting next year?
Uh, One of the main things that I just hope is not necessarily like an instant leader right away, but more of like just like an energy guy. Because I like the thing with college is each college already has like their guy, like who's
Right.
their main scorer, who can do this, and I just want to be like, as long as I can get my part into the rotation, work my way into the rotation, I just want to be like an energy guy. Who knows, maybe be able to pop off for a couple of games, but just be able to do what I do and just see how it translates to the college level.
Why Utah Tech for you? They're in the WAC, which I honestly found out like a couple of weeks ago, or no, probably a
Yeah.
week ago when we set this up. Um, and I'm like, you got the likes of GCU, Stephen F. Austin, Cal Baptist, guys that have been to the tournament. So a lot of tough competition, but why was it Utah Tech for you at the end of the day?
For me, honestly, so a lot of people don't know this, but my stepdad, he went to Utah Tech when it was a JUCO, when it was Dixie State, and
Okay.
then yeah, so obviously like the legacy thing there, and I kind of want to like beat some of his records that are there. Like that wasn't like the main reason, but like it definitely pushed me for that. And then it's close to my mom. I'm a big mama's boy, only 2 hours away, so I don't want to. I want to be able to go and venture and do my own thing in college, but then also still be close to home. So. That was a good time.
Was that important for you to be closer to home? I know I saw like a couple of your offers on 24/7 sports. It was more places I'm sure out of kind of the
Yeah.
facility of where you are. Was there any Nevada schools going after you? I
Uh,
know really like Nevada and
yeah.
UNLV. I don't know some of the smaller ones. I'm sure there is, but was there any ones that, kind of got you to think maybe it's best to stay home, or was it always
No,
Utah Tech?
actually, it was they were in contact, but I never got the offer from either one of those schools, but we were always in contact. But the one thing that I will say about Utah Tech is they've been 100% with me from the get go. Like a lot of
Mm.
schools, they edge on kids and like they're like, oh yeah, we can do this, this, and this, but then they sign someone else. And Utah Tech has been straight up from me with the jump. They're like, we're only recruiting you unless you decide to go to another school, and then we have to scrap around and get someone else. But they said I was a main priority, and so like as soon as they told me that, and then they were showing me like the sets that they want to put me through and run me through, like I really was like, yeah, this is my spot, this is my home.
How excited are you to wear the Jordan uniform?
It's tough. It's so tough. It's tough.
I looked at their
I love our blue
Instagram.
one. Our blue ones are tough. It has the logo, just has like the Trailblazer and then the Jordan logo. It's nice.
Have you been out there for a visit and kind of seen the facility of it? What's
Yeah.
it like out there? I've never been to Utah,
Okay,
so
so
talk us through it.
that's the thing. So it's not like the regular mindset of what everyone thinks like of Utah is. It's kind of like it's like a mini Vegas kind of like it kind of
Gotcha.
it's becoming more of a city. So there's a so Silicon Valley in San Francisco, like the San
Yeah.
Francisco area, like a lot of the tech companies. So a lot of the tech companies are now buying land in St. George. So it's now becoming more of a city. And then the state of Utah, I think, gave us like maybe I don't want to say a billion, but like a billion to maybe like 5 million, something around there to like update the school. So like we got a brand new sports medicine program, brand new like whole new facilities, whole new dorms. So
Wow.
everything it's becoming like a an upgrowing university. It's gonna be big.
Well, I'm definitely gonna have to come watch it next year when
Yeah,
you're at
most definitely.
GCU. Um,
Most definitely.
you average about 17 a game, 3 rebounds, 4 assists, 3 steals a game. I got kind of some of your like per game log stuff right here. Um, I'm not gonna go through all of them, but looked like your highest of the game points wise was 29, excuse me, points. My computer completely froze. There we go. 29 points, and it looked like where'd it go? Jeez. Okay, there we go. Yeah, 29 points on a 56% field goal percentage. He had multiple 28-point performances, 23, a lot of 17, 19 in there. What got you so comfortable out there to continue to dominate in the way you did scoring wise? Was it just the help of your teammates, or were you just like in that zone constantly wanting to get your bucket?
I think it's kind of a both. So my teammates they always set me up. They always set me perfectly. They always put me in the right position to score. And then sometimes I just felt like my mindset is that like sometimes I take like as disrespect if I know you can't guard me, but you're on the same court as me. I take that as a sign of disrespect. I know I gotta get you at the game. So then like I'm gonna attack you and just see what it goes from there.
What do you want to be remembered by, or what do you want people to remember you by in your high school career regarding with Liberty?
With Liberty, I'd say, I helped bring them their first state championship ever for basketball. That and just being a winner and just just a great human being on and off the court. You know, a lot of times, like a lot of athletes get that stigma of being cocky, but for me, I feel like as you could be any type of person, you could just come up and talk to me. We could have whole conversations. Like I just want it to be like remembered as I was more of just like I'm more of just a regular kid, not just an athlete or a basketball player.
Right. How much you play with Dream Vision on
Yeah,
the Adidas circuit?
that's how I
Um,
met him, actually.
that's so crazy. I've heard so many different things about the different circuits. I know like the EYBL is kind of the most sought after. Most of the schools go there, but I don't think like the Under Armour and the Adidas circuits are like scrubs. There's a lot of good
Oh,
talent
there,
that's come
yeah.
out of there, like Zion, like Evan Mobley, um, Onyeka Okongwu with Compton Magic too. I know Koa Pete out here plays with Compton Magic as well. How much did playing in the Adidas circuit against some of the best in the country, regardless of stature and offers, I mean, that's still tough ass competition. How much did playing with Dream Vision in the Adidas circuit help you become a better player throughout the years?
It definitely. So the thing was, I kind of got to get the dual edged sword. I got to go EYBL my freshman and sophomore year, like kind of like right before COVID, and then so I got to play EYBL. I got to see like all the talent on that level, and then Adidas as well. So like with EYBL, it's a lot more flashy, as you can see, like a lot more cameras, a
Right.
lot more or a lot more kids playing for the cameras, and then Adidas, it was like grit, grimy. No one cared about anything. It was just you're just playing. And then with Adidas, it helped me learn more to be a guard. My backcourt teammate, who's also in my high school, DJ, he was hurt for about maybe our first and like half of the second session. So they was putting the ball a lot in more my hands and letting me make more decisions as a guard instead of just being like the two guard, spotting up, getting shots up. So it helped me with that and just being able to be stronger, more mentally fit. So a lot like that.
Who are the people you watch film on the most, try to emulate your game on the most, quick guards? It's kind of hard to tell because a lot of guards nowadays don't really play with the same energy and I guess quickness that you do. I could say Colin Sexton, but that might be a diss in some ways. So I don't want to do that.
Colin Sexton's a great guard.
Um,
I feel like his career kind of just like been bumpy as well because of injuries and stuff like that and getting traded around. So
who are some guys though that you try to play, like who you see in yourself, who you try to emulate and watch the most film on though?
most film, I'd probably say like I can see like a Trey Young in me, and then speed wise, probably like I want to get as fast as De'Aaron Fox because he can just
Mm.
he shoots down the court with crazy speed. But I feel like if I can like mash both of their games together, that'd be a good way to translate into college. Because with his Trey Young shot creating and shot making, and then Darren Fox's just speed, athleticism, just being able to pick up the ball 94 feet, I feel like that'd be a really good combo.
Is there a style that Utah Tech plays that also made it, I guess, more attractive for you to go there? I guess with your play style, there's a lot of people in college. Like I'm sure a lot of people have told you, college is like the old man's game.
Yeah,
It's the upperclassmen guys. But what about like I guess the style of play Utah Tech played made it so attractive for you to go want to be there?
they love to get out and run. Obviously, like that's a lot of schools in the WAC. GCU, Stephen
Yeah.
A. Ben F. Austin. Everyone loves to get out and run, and that's one of the perks of my game. I can get out and run. I can get the ball in transition, make plays, and so with them, and then when they do need to call a set, they can run sets.
Mhm.
So like um, just stuff like that. Honestly, they love to get out and run. They love pressuring the ball, playing good defense, um, and their motto is if their shooter's on, get the shooter open. So if I'm on, more shots, not necessarily more shots for me, but just more opportunities.
One of my last questions for you is like it is who are you most looking forward to playing next year? Being at GCU games, they're wild.
Yes,
I will say
I've been to a couple.
they're pretty wild. Um, but I want to say this though for the people listening. A lot of the people that watch college basketball, they only focus on the Big 12, SEC, ACC, Pac-12. Every division and conference you play in regarding Division 1 basketball is tough as nails. These guys are going out there. They might not be wanting to stay all 4 years. They might be wanting to just perform well enough and play well enough in the system at a school like a GCU or Utah Tech and try to make it to a bigger school. But
Yeah,
these guys aren't scrubs. Like these
yeah,
guys play hard, they go after it. And I know there's a lot of talent with the legs of like Cal Baptist. I know GCU is recruiting heavy out here with a lot of the guys I've talked to. Um, I'm sure that's one of the places you're looking forward to playing next year. But where are some places who are you most looking forward to playing against next year with Utah Tech?
so there's three teams that I'm looking forward to playing
In
against.
away arenas, I'll keep in mind.
And
We don't even matter about
in a way,
yeah.
perfect. That's even better. We got three places. So there's one kid on Durango. His name's Tylen Riley. He's going to Cal Baptist. And so like we've always talked about that, like playing against each other in the WAC. So definitely there. GCU, of course. Like I've been to their games. I've been to their games when I was younger. They're like the arenas. It's just crazy. I love the atmosphere.
Hmm.
And then probably Stephen F. Austin. You know, they're not necessarily like the big dogs of the WAC, but
Hmm.
they have the most notoriety from beating Duke, and just like different stuff like that. So I'd probably say those are the three teams that I really want to play against and hopefully beat.
I think they played Texas in the tournament a couple of years ago,
Yeah, yeah,
and there was this white kid when they beat him that did the horns down, like running to the camera, and
yes,
you
yes.
can tell the guy had not played a second in the game.
Second, but he put
Um,
the whole. Um,
Jello, I appreciate you coming on. How we usually end every episode is favorite on-court shoe. I know the pictures you sent me, the clips I've seen. It seems like it's been like Stephen A says with his list. It's been fluid rotation of sneakers this season.
always.
What's been your favorite to play in? Maybe
Mhm.
colorways or model, it doesn't matter, but what's been kind of the go-to shoe for you this season with Liberty?
Honestly, it's probably there's probably two different shoes. Either Kyrie's or my GT Cuts, the second generation that I just got. They're both super. They're great shoes. I love them, and the grip is perfect. So like, and it's good for a shooter. It makes able for me to like stop on the dime. So shoes like that, they're super good, super comfy.
I've heard about these GT cuts by damn near everybody I've interviewed.
They're
So
so they're Kobe's, but they're not Kobe's.
just
So it's
like
like
four
they're
hundred
like this.
dollars cheaper.
Yeah, they are. I'm not gonna lie. As soon as you, I mean, as long as you get them as soon as they drop, they're $400 cheaper. But as soon as you try to get them after, and you look at StockX,
It's bad
in trouble.
news.
You're in trouble. Yeah.
Well, Jello, I appreciate you coming on. Excited to see you at Utah Tech next year. Anything to shout out before we get out of here?
Is there anything to shout out? I don't know. I'm really just thankful for the opportunity. You know, I see you're coming up for yourself in the world, and I pray for you. Keep doing the best you can, and I hope your account explodes.
I really appreciate that, man. Not a lot of people have said that, so
All right.
I really appreciate that. Um, yeah, everyone, make sure to go follow Utah Tech next year. Jello's gonna make some noise, but appreciate you coming on, man.
Go Tech. Go
Wish
Tech.
wish you nothing but the best of luck, and I'll talk to you soon.
Thank you. Bye.